is known to rake up issues in order to garner support.
He has developed a complete narrative. Now, regardless of its merit or demerit, but he has developed a narrative starting from that cipher of one of our ambassadors, and in which United States was alleged to collaborate and destroy his government. So that was his allegation, and that somehow picked up some popularity among the masses once he was disloyed. So starting from that point, now there seems to be some rift. There seems to be some kind of a standoff between his story and between his narration and between his political statements during the conventions and protest march, and also the rebuttal which you have already seen from the armed forces. And prior to that, we have seen the ISPR and the ISI chief, for the first time ISI chief appearing and giving that their perspective about it. So that all boils down to one thing: that situation definitely is now reached to a level where it is becoming very difficult to take a step back for Imran Khan.
The dilemma for Imran Khan remains. He vows to resume the march as he gets better, and the appointment of the new army chief is the bigger bone of contention.
Well, the military has been very active all along. They brought Imran Khan to power. They backed him up. They removed their backing when they found that he was not playing the role he was expected to. And I think they must be at this point of time sitting and wondering what went wrong and what can they do now.
Since the attempt on Khan's life, there have been pockets of protests across Pakistan. Most notably in front of Peshawar's iconic Bala Hisar fort. While the Pakistan Prime Minister has ordered a thorough probe into the assassination bid, Imran Khan remains firm in his view of who the culprits are. He says that the three people who are behind his assassination plot must resign, and only then could there be a thorough investigation.
So these three guys, we want their resignation because there can be no investigation if the Prime Minister, the Interior Minister, and this ISI guy, Faisal, Major General Faisal, if these three are involved, there can be no independent investigation.
With all this, the country seems to be headed for yet another round of political turmoil.
Consequently, there will be chaos, despair and disappointment. It is in the history of our country that in such a political chaos, the sounds echo. Such political anarchy ends with military rule. So we're heading towards a dangerous zone.
Khan may no longer have the army on his side, but he certainly has both popular support and a wave of sympathy. And his party seems to be looking to press ahead with these advantages.
Imran Khan has taken a hard stance but is on a sticky wicket. He has made some sensational charges against the establishment without offering any proofs. The federal government has announced a thorough probe, whereas the military has rebuked the allegations levelled by the PTI chief. And in all this, Pakistan is on the edge of something new and something old. In this tinderbox of hate, popularism, religion, unequal civil-military relationship and poor governance, one tiny spark could mean more chaos. Anas Malik for the South Asia Diary in Islamabad, Pakistan.
Nepal will hold national and provincial elections on November 20th. About 18 million people are eligible to vote for the 275-member parliament, as well as the 330 members of 7 provincial assemblies. The country ruling coalition led by the centrist Nepali Congress Party hopes to win against a loose alliance of communist opposition and royalists. Here are the key issues that will determine how the citizens of Nepal will vote.
The election fever is slowly gripping Nepal. The national and provincial elections are to be held on November 20th. Political stability has proven elusive for the Himalayan nation. The country had 13 different governments in the past 16 years. Nepal has 3 major parties: the Nepali Congress, the Communist Unified Marxist-Leninist Party, and the Maoist Center. They all have led different coalitions in the past, but none managed to provide a stable government that could last its full 5-year term. Disagreements on policy matters, power struggles, and infighting has led to the fall of successive ruling coalitions. Nepal's governing alliance is now pledging to provide a stable government that will be able to complete a full 5-year term.
We will get a good majority and the alliance will run the government for the complete 5-year term. While running the government, the parties in the alliance will have a power sharing, of which there is no question. However, we have not made up our minds or taken any decision on who will be the Prime Minister of the government.
The alliance's biggest competition is the Communist Party of Nepal, headed by the HAL's one-time partner KP Sharma Oli. The former Prime Minister has stitched up an alliance with royalists, and a group of regional parties are dominant in the southern plains.
For the good governance, for the rule of law, and for the economic development in all forms, for the modernization of agriculture, to establish and develop the industries, and develop a basically self-reliance economy, self-independent economy. So for all these things, people have to put their most to UML.
Nepal faces the highest inflation in 6 years, caused by rising energy prices after Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and amid growing fears of an economic slowdown following monetary tightening. Nepalese are looking for a leader who can put the economy back on track. Political stability is much needed in the country, where frequent changes in government and squabbles among parties have been blamed for the slow economic development. South Asia Bureau, WION, World is One.
The air quality in India's capital, New Delhi, is worsening by the day. This has prompted the authorities to impose anti-pollution measures under the final stage of the Graded Response Action Plan. Experts believe that pollution levels can have lasting health effects. But why is India's capital battling the pollution menace year after year?
Delhi is choking, with air pollution levels in the hazardous category. An early November morning in India's national capital looks like this. The city enveloped in a thick layer of toxic smog. The air quality index passed the 400 mark for the better part of the last 1 week. Air quality between 400 and 500 is considered severe and is the worst band in the index. With such alarming levels of pollution, the Delhi government has ordered closure of primary schools and restricted outdoor activities for students of classes 5 to 8. 50% of Delhi government employees have been asked to work from home.
Primary schools are being shut down till situations improve.
Stubble burning in the neighbouring states of Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh is one of the major reasons for the spike in air pollution and drop in air quality in New Delhi. Friday's data revealed that stubble burning in Punjab contributed 34% of Delhi's PM 2.5 pollution. Experts say the air quality is at its worst in the early morning between 5:30 a.m. and 7:30 a.m. Delhiites are literally gasping for breath.
Yeah, absolutely. The air quality as of now is very, very bad, as we all know. It's definitely affecting walks. It's very difficult to breathe. It's children who are going out, they have problem. Walkers who are going out, they have problem. It's becoming difficult to breathe. It is becoming difficult to digest this air.
Morning walk में काफी problem होती है pollution.
Air pollution causes breathing problem during morning walk and run. It has increased after Diwali. It's a regular affair now.
हर साल का यही है दिवाली के बाद बढ़ जाता है pollution.
Every year it happens. Better to stay indoors.
The Supreme Court will hear a petition on worsening air pollution in Delhi NCR later this month.
Every year, Delhiites are forced to breathe toxic air at the onset of winters and particularly after mid-October. There is severe air pollution in the capital, and the capital city bears the brunt of stubble burning happening in the neighboring states. This year too, in Punjab, farm fires spiked at a great level. Every year, Delhi chokes in severe air pollution. If we recall, even in 2021, Delhi suffered the longest air pollution closure, if we may say, as most of the schools and colleges remained shut during November last year. Well, the severely polluted air reminds us that Delhi is a test case for urgent pollution reforms. With video journalist Gopal, this is Aditi Gupta for WION World is One.
Many Afghan schoolgirls are resorting to work in the country's saffron fields in the western province of Herat. This is due to the Taliban's banning girls from attending school 414 days ago. While the industry has always recruited women, this year it has seen a surge as more and more high school girls work in the fields.
They should have been in classrooms building their future. Instead, these girls are working in saffron fields in Herat province of Afghanistan. Banned from attending school, more and more high school girls are turning to the saffron industry to work and contribute to their family income.
The hundreds of girls like me who are interested in coming, and everybody is interested in working here, from picking up the flowers to the processing, and I am very happy because I can support my family.
There hasn't been any problem for us because we work in a place that is completely female. Employees are also women. We can contribute to expenses as well as support our families.
After the Taliban takeover, girls in Afghanistan have been barred from education beyond 6th grade. Which means for over a year now, more than 1 million girls have not set foot in school. The Taliban have said that the closure is temporary and given a list of excuses, including shortage of funds and time needed to restructure the syllabus along Islamic lines. But with no sign of schools opening for them, these girls are out of options.
Since the Taliban have come, the schools have been closed. Many girls are sitting at home. Many are depressed. Now it's good that this work is available. A paid job which is a source of income for us and our families too. We are very happy that this work is available.
The saffron industry in Afghanistan has always recruited women, but this year there has been a surge in women seeking employment.
In this center, we register around 200 women. From the beginning of the month until the processing of the flowers, 200 women stay busy at work for 1.5 months, or until the processing of the flowers is over.
Deprived of education, facing a host of restrictions, and staring at an uncertain future. For these Afghan schoolgirls, working in the saffron industry seems to be the only ray of hope. South Asia Bureau, WION World is One.
The Kashmir Valley witnesses a magical change in colors during the autumn season. The fall splashes the valley with red colors. The majestic chinar tree looks as if they have been decorated with layers of colors. And to witness these beautiful visuals, thousands of tourists are visiting the valley.
The world-famous Mughal gardens of Kashmir have a red carpet spread of these chinar leaves with the background of the Zabarwan hills. The Nishat Garden, Shalimar Bagh, Naseem Bagh and Chinar Bagh are seeing a huge rush of tourists who have come to enjoy these enticing scenes and take photos in these breathtakingly beautiful locations.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है मुझे experience ये. Actually,
I'm loving it here. I came specially for the leaves and I've seen this in Mohabbatein movie. We wanted to experience it and we love it. Kashmir is so beautiful. It's amazing, especially the weather, and I would say that everyone should come here. We always saw it in movies, but finally we get to see it in real life as well. We are taking pictures and videos and sharing it on social media so that more people should come here.
सबको ये कहूँगी कि आना चाहिए यहाँ पे एक बार visit करना चाहिए सबको.
Some tourists have just read about autumn in the Kashmir Valley, but have never seen it. As much of India does not have the proverbial 4 seasons like the Kashmir Valley.
Definitely way better than that. When we were little, we read in chapters, okay, a whole chapter was dedicated to Shalimar and Nishat Gardens. So a picture was formed in our minds that it will be like this, like that. I have even visited a garden called Pinjore Garden in Chandigarh, which is inspired by this. But it is nowhere comparable to the real thing. It is way better, very beautiful and very calm, the crisp air and the autumn winds and all, it's very beautiful.
The government has also announced special festivals for the benefit of tourists coming to the valley during the autumn.
This is just a superb experience. We have just seen these visuals in movies, and to see this in reality is just awesome. I have been taking pictures and videos, and I even went live to social media to show my friends how beautiful it is. People should come to Kashmir and witness the beauty of nature. It is just a beautiful place.
It is so beautiful and it's my first time witnessing autumn. It's a true experience. We are from Mumbai and we don't get to witness the autumn season there. I would suggest that they should come to Kashmir in this season. It's perfect and the environment is so good.
Environment में कितना अच्छा है और मतलब beauty भी कितनी अच्छी है.
Changing colors of the autumn, especially the maple trees, is one of the main attraction for tourists coming to Kashmir Valley in this season. It's also one of the most favorite season of Bollywood filmmakers to shoot in Kashmir Valley, and that's one of the reasons that there are over a dozen film crews shooting various projects across the Kashmir region. With video journalist Firoz Idris Lone for WION World is One.
That's all we have for you on this episode of South Asia Diary. We'll be back next week with a brand new lineup of stories. Until then, stay safe. I am Mariam Wardak and you are watching WION World is One.
So the BF Goodrich cart is modelled on the Jurassic Park vehicle. We are here today to race and to bring awareness to the Kariga Save the Rhino Fund and the foundation that runs it.
Well, we've built a think tank because we think there's a lot of violence in the world at the moment, and we don't think there's anything that shows peace more than painting a weapon in like a soft, nice, happy color, and just showing that we want to spread love and we want to spread peace instead.
This week on South Asia Diary, how Imran Khan's power clout is putting Pakistan's democracy in question.